we go. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we are officially up. I didn't even do a delay or anything. I just went live. Okay. Let's see who's the first to show up. Hello, is there anybody alive out there? Of course, it's Maritime. Hi, Maritime. I see you. Here comes everybody. What's happening, everybody? Wow, look at me. I can't get used to myself whenever I get a haircut. RMS Mauritania, what's up, Sam? Ahoy, Sam. Hey, guys. Maritime first, yes. Sam, the greatest, says, no, I was first. I just didn't type fast enough. I don't know about that. I mean, it said one and Maritime was here. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Wow, look at my collar. Yeah, it looks okay. What's going on, everybody? Let's see here. Marusa, buzz cut. It's not quite a buzz cut. I wanted it short enough to where like it wouldn't like my hair doesn't like grow long. It fluffs. So like I wanted it short enough to where it wouldn't fluff and get annoying. But yeah, I still like to brush it and everything. So thanks for the 2, Marusa. Olivia too. Hey, Olivia. Hey, I don't know if you know who I am. I was your biggest fan. Olivia, no, I have no idea who Olivia is. Who is this Olivia person? I have no clue. Now, I do know this other person that likes to troll me and mess with me. But what was that person's name? Sarah? I think it was Sarah. Yeah, it was Sarah. I wonder who Olivia is. I have no idea. But yeah, Sarah is like the biggest troll on the channel. So. I can't keep a straight face. I can't do it. Maritime, just go along with it, okay? Dustin, just go along with it, okay? Just go along with it, okay? It's Sarah, all right? Oh gosh, that's funny. George says, are those original deck chairs? So yes, they are. I mean, they're not Titanic, obviously, but this right here is a deck chair from Queen Mary, and this one is a deck chair from Olympic. So yeah, they are original deck chairs. They're not Titanic. So I don't know. Are there any Titanic deck chairs in private collection? Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. Let's see here. Lego Man says, or Lego Mania, have you read Dead Wake? Dead Wake is fantastic. Dead Wake is to Lusitania what On a Sea of Glass is to Titanic. So yeah, Dead Wake is a fantastic book, and I used it as a big it was a big source of information for my Lusitania series that I did a while back. Marissa, 5, thank you. It's close to midnight, and Sam the Troll is lurking through the dark. Sam the Troll? Sam the Troll? Who's Sam the Troll? I mean, you can't be referring to me, you know? I mean, like, I never joke around. I never mess with people. No. That you cannot be talking about me. So who is this Sam the Troll? I legit have no idea. I have no idea who Sam the Troll is. Lisa D! Sam! Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? And hey, guys, look, sorry I haven't been making videos or anything lately. I have had so much going on in my life. So, but like, I've been trying to make an effort to keep the live streams going and everything. So I try to keep doing this, but I will try to get some videos done in the future. It's just my life is very hectic right now. But yeah, as much as I can, I'm keeping the live streams going just with the job and everything happening and personal life stuff. So yeah, sorry about that. Olivia too, thank you. Sam is the most serious person I know. Absolutely. Maritime, no rush. There, no worries. There is no rush. Thank you so much. Lego Mania says, Sam, show us your Halloween costume. I don't really have a Halloween costume. I haven't dressed up for Halloween since I was a kid. I mean, I still have the beard that's sitting here on my desk. That's still here. But I mean, you guys already saw me in this. You don't need to see that again. But what have I done? I think I just awakened something really bad. We'll just move on from that. Ozzy says, where is the Captain Jack Sparrow costume? I never bought it. Okay. I never bought it. I never bought that. Okay, we got that one. Hey, says, I see you. Okay, so the chat is starting to get a little bit out there. So let's we're gonna go ahead and engage the slow mode. Let's do 15 seconds. I think that'll work. There we go. Slow mode is on. 15 seconds. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, Says, are you here? Says, wait, what time is it over in the UK? Like 11 p.m. midnight. Okay, so it's not that late. All right, I was surprised to see you here. I was surprised to see you here. Marusa, too. Thank you. Samantha, Sam's secret identity. No, no. Sam is not short for Samantha with my name. So fun fact about that though. Back when I worked cell phone sales, there was a manager there, and her name was Samantha, and but everybody called her Sam. So my full name is Samuel, but everybody just calls me Sam. But anyway, they called her Sam as well. And every time somebody would need her because they needed a manager to help out, they would go, "Hey Sam," and me and her would both go, "What?" So they started calling. They started using my last name to separate us because But yeah. That's what happened there. Captain Jalen, too. Thank you. Hi, Sam. Can't stay. I'm at a college basketball game. Have fun. Enjoy. Just glad you were able to stop by. Thank you for being here. Leah says, I always loved the Titanic when I was little. Same here. Same here. Titanic has been a fascination of mine ever since I was a little kid. And what sparked my passion for that ship was this right here, the VHS copy of Titanic. VCR. Good Lord. VHS tapes. But yep, that's what did it. The VHS copies of Titanic. That's what sparked my passion for the RMS Titanic. Santa goes, I have those in my room. That's cool. That's cool. Leah says, yes, me too. Listen, that's the one thing about the James Cameron film. Even though it doesn't do as good of a job explaining the events of Titanic like A Night to Remember or any of that does, it does give you enough to make you curious about it, And James Cameron tried to make it as accurate as possible. He was just busy explaining. He was trying to put in the details of the sinking around the cheesy Jack and Rose love story, So, I mean, it's just... in one of the deleted scenes, I don't know. Like it's a movie. I try not to be too hard on it. But that line in the movie when Jack tells Rose that you are the most amazingly astounding, wonderful woman I've ever known. I'm like, dude, you have literally known her for 3 days. And it's so funny because when you go and you watch other movies, you don't really catch the cheesiness the first time watching it. I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, but one of my favorite movies is called Ready Player One. And it's a video game movie. And if you're into 1980s pop culture, you would love the film. But anyway, there's a scene in the movie where the guy tells the girl that he's in love with her. And from the movie's perspective, he has known her for literally 2 days. And I'm like, dude, but it's so funny. The first time I watched it, I didn't catch that at all. But then when I went back and rewatched it, I was like, huh. It's amazing how often that happens in movies. Like this, they have to force so much because they have 90 minutes to tell a story. So anyway, let's see here. Cadilla too. My sister is playing. She plays for UC Davis. That's awesome. Well, tell her I hope she wins. All right. And good congratulations for the future victor. I'm just going to assume she's going to win. Okay. Olivia 5, thank you. Where is the Bodie McBoatface video? Come on, the video writes itself. I'll get to it. Okay. I will get to it. Thank you for the 5. Marissa 2, thank you. Jack, desperate guy. Rose, desperate girl. I wouldn't call Jack desperate. I wouldn't call him that at all. I mean, Jack's a very go with the flow kind of guy. It's like he said in the movie when he was at the first class dining room. He's like, every day is a gift and he doesn't intend on wasting it to make each day count. One day I'm sleeping under a bridge and the next day I'm on the grandest ship in the world having champagne with all you fine people. So, I mean, I wouldn't see Jack as desperate. I see Rose as a bit overwhelmed. She's got so much going on. There's so much pressure on her from her family and she is overwhelmed and everything. And that's how they meet. But I wouldn't call Jack desperate. Okay. So, all right. Legit question for all of you out there in the audience. Okay. Legit question. All right. Let's say you meet a woman, okay, an older lady, and she's telling her story of when she was on the Titanic, all right? What would you say to her if she told you that she tried to jump off the Titanic when it wasn't sinking but then jumped back on when it was. That's from a deleted scene in the movie. He's like, I don't know what to say to a woman who tries to jump off the Titanic when it isn't sinking and then jumps back on when it is. What would you say to her? Like, legit, what would you guys say if you met somebody who told that story? Mr. Wilson, are you okay? Says no way. Is this true? No. Says it's not. But there's a deleted scene in the James Cameron film because don't forget, Rose did jump off or try to jump off the Titanic when it wasn't sinking, and then Jack saved her. But then in the scene where Jack gets her in a lifeboat and she jumps back on, so that did happen in the movie, and there's a deleted scene where they comment on it. So that's all I'm talking about. Olivia 5, thank you. Can you do a video on the worst ship disaster in Carnival, the poop cruise? While that is a awful Carnival ship disaster, I wouldn't call it the worst, because don't forget, the Costa Concordia is a Carnival ship. Costa is a branch of the Carnival line. So if you want to go off of the worst Carnival ship disaster, I would go with Costa Concordia, not the poop cruise. The poop cruise is awful, don't get me wrong, but I would say the sinking of the Costa Concordia is a worse disaster. Does that make sense? Honestly, technically, if you think about it, Carnival owns Cunard. Cunard's part of Carnival. So technically speaking, Carnival ship disasters are part of Cunard or Cunard. Crazy. Crazy. Maria said too, thank you, reverse psychology. Yeah, right. But yes, to answer your question, Olivia, the poop cruise is on my list. That is on. Can you imagine how awful that must have been for those people? I mean, and especially when those other ships were showing up and dropping off cargo and supplies and everything. That was pretty bad. That would not have been a fun thing to be on. That's for darn sure. I would have probably tried to do what a lot of the passengers did in that situation and just not eat. Eat as little as possible and drink as little as possible. That way you don't have to go use the bathroom. So that's what several passengers did, and honestly, I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. Let's see. Jordan says, I'd be like, were you crazy or something? Right. Maritime says, you should do a what if video about what if Jack survived on the door with Rose. It would be a great video topic. How about, well, I mean, it's a movie. So, I mean, I can't really go off of like, what if Jack survived? It would literally be me writing a fictional story, because they're fictional characters. So, but what I could do is make a video on, could Jack have fit on that piece of wood? It wasn't a door. It looked like a piece of like wood paneling or something. But yeah, could Jack have floated on the wood with Rose? I could do something like that. That is something that I could probably whip up. But I could probably whip that up. And my collar is like driving me nuts. Says yes, that would be a great video idea. Thank you, says. Thank you. Maritime says it was a joke comment. Oh, you see, this is one thing that's rough about text communication is you can't convey emotion very well. Like that happens so many times, like when you're talking to people online via text messages, is you can't judge their tone. So in your mind, you could see them saying something as being hostile when really they're not. So honestly, I think text communication, while it is mostly fine, it can lead to misunderstandings. King says James Cameron did it. Yeah, I did see that he did that. I never watched that new thing he did for the last anniversary of Titanic. I never watched it. I glanced at it, but it looked like it was a lot of reruns of old stuff. But the door thing or the piece of wood, I did see he did that. I just haven't watched it. True Crazy Lion. Hey, Sam. Hey, man. Just joined the stream, and I'm currently sitting in a noisy bar. Are you really? All right. Well, I hope you can hear everything and have fun and drink responsibly, I guess. Have fun, man. Thank you for tuning in. We got another 10 from Olivia. Thank you so much. Can you do a video on a guy named Sam Pence? Okay, interesting spelling. Reversing a Disney cruise ship into a dock, breaking the dock, and damaging the ship. You got a bad history with vehicles. Don't get on a plane. So, how many of you out there know what Olivia is talking about? I never know how many repeat viewers we have and how many new viewers we've got. But in case you all don't know, I was on the Disney ship when it crashed. So yes, okay, so for those of you who don't know, back in, I think it was 2017, so it was a long time ago. But I was on the Disney ship, the Disney Dream, when it wrecked in Nassau, So anyway, what happened was, do I have a Disney ship model up here? I thought I did, or I might have taken it downstairs. Anyway, so when the ship was coming into dock, the ship was turning around, and anyway, they were backing it into the port. But the guy who was the harbor pilot, he turned too close to the pier, and anyway, the back of the ship rammed right into the a big concrete block that was out in the harbor a little bit. And I mean, there's video of it. And yes, I was on board when it happened. I was on board when it happened, but I didn't hear about it until afterwards. Hang on. Disney Dream hits dock. You can find the video. It's on YouTube. Yeah, and there's a video on my channel called the Disney Dream Incident. I made it a long time ago, but yes. So here we go. Yeah. So this is what happened. This isn't mine. This is somebody on the ship beside us. But yes, I was on board when this happened. See it?
I knew that was going
to happen. Jeez. So yeah, that happened. That happened while I was on board. And let me find the rewind. Fast forward. It didn't breach the hull, but it did leave it did do that. It left that big, huge indent in the back of the ship. So there was no hull breach, but and at the time where that happened at the back of the ship, I was on the boat deck all the way forward. So I was as far from the impact zone as possible. So, I mean, I didn't know a thing. I didn't know a thing about it until after the fact. Shadow says stern, not back. Fine, whatever. Stern, not back. Yeah. So that's what happened. I learned about it afterwards, and the crew was trying to be very hush hush about it. They didn't want to talk about it, but yeah. Anyway, let's see here. Did you know there was a Violet Jessup interview? I feel like I might have heard that somewhere, but I haven't seen it. I haven't heard about it, but yeah, I feel like I might have heard that somewhere. Gosh, Olivia's right. I have a interesting history with with vehicles. When we were it was a different cruise, but we were in the theater waiting for the show a show to start. It was a Disney ship, and we were waiting for the show to start. And anyway, my brother I got to the theater a little bit early, and my brother walked in and sat beside me. And when he looked at my phone, because I was watching a movie waiting for the show to start, he saw this playing on my phone, and he gave me the biggest stink eye. He was like, "Why on earth are you watching this movie while we are on a ship at sea?" He's like, "What on earth are you doing watching this movie while we're in the middle of the ocean?" So yeah, he gave me a hard time about that. I love it. It's a good movie. I have not seen the old one. I've only seen the new one, the 2007 one. I don't know if you can call 2000 or 2006. Wow. Let's see. Walker says might or might not have been foreshadowing. He says that. He's like, Sam, I'm convinced with how much you like sinking ships that one day you're going to be on board a sinking ship. What is up with the shirt? Ugh. But yeah, he's like, I am convinced that one day you are going to be on board a sinking ship. I'm like, great. Let's see here. RMS Mauritania. Note to self: don't watch Poseidon on a ship. Yeah. Well, just so you guys know, when I was on board the Queen Mary, way back in 2019. Guess what movie I watched while I was on board the Queen Mary? Like, I'm just chilling in the room, minding my own business, and I decided to watch a movie after I ordered pizza and everything. And I decided to watch Ghost Ship, a movie about ghosts trapped on board a ship while I'm on board the Queen Mary. I don't know why I do these things, but No, not Titanic 2, a ghost ship. It was so funny. When I ordered the pizza, okay, I had the pizza delivered to the ship and I just came out and got it. The pizza delivery guy, when he opened the door to give me the pizza after I paid him and everything, he came out of the car and he was like, say the ship is back here. He's just like, he's walking like this. And he's like, here's your pizza. And I'm like, dude, what's up with you? Like, are you okay? And he goes, isn't this ship like super haunted? I'm like, oh crap. Like he was so like nervous just being beside the ship. And like, I mean, like, to be honest with all of you, now that I think about it, I don't like it really that the ship is so associated with ghosts now. I really don't. And I mean, like, it's just like, because I mean, you get YouTubers, you know, big YouTubers that go to the Queen Mary and I mean, it's just like they act like the ship is so spooky and like everything is haunted and all that stuff and like every creek. And I'm like, come on, guys. Like, I mean, FYI, like, I mean, I don't know about all of you, but I see this ship as a beautiful vehicle. And, you know, and like some of these people act like it's just like I think the Queen Mary is a beautiful ship. And I don't like it that most people today only know it as the haunted ship. You know, I mean, the design of it and everything, it's a beautiful vessel. And anyway, I don't know. It's just, I feel like they're ruining the history of the ship by just going there for ghost stuff. And when you go to a place expecting it to be haunted, that's all you're going to see. You know, that's all you're going to see is every little creak, every little motion. You're going to think the ship is haunted, you know, and like make a sound. So like, for example, it actually made me jump at the time. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I was in my cabin and I was just using the bathroom. Okay. And I was, while I was in there, because one of the biggest claims from the Queen Mary is that doors open and close on their own. And while I was in there, I felt the ship move a little bit. Like, remember, the Queen Mary is floating. You know, it doesn't sail anymore, but it is free floating, which means it goes up and down with the tides. So the ship rocks a little bit. And while I was in there, I had my back to the door. The ship moved a little, and I felt it. I felt it move. And the door to my bathroom, which didn't latch, it opened up. The door opened up, and it bumped me in the back, and it made me jump. Okay, like it made me jump at the time. And I'm like, what the heck? And then I turn around, and I'm like, oh, that's what happened. And when I say it bumped me, I don't mean hard. It just went, like it just opened a little. And I'm like, oh, so I bet you anything that's what, you know, causes a lot of the doors to open, you know, is the ship just moving a little bit. And that's what does it. I mean, it's the tide, you know, like I'm not saying that everything, you know, can be explained away on the Queen Mary. Like I'm kind of 50-50 when it comes to paranormal stuff. Like I think that paranormal stuff can happen, but I think most of it can be explained away, you know? And I think a lot of it is like you go somewhere looking for something to be haunted, you're going to see haunted. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So that's I approach everything from a skeptical point of view. And I do that with everything. Like, are there UFO stuff that we can't explain? 100%. You know, there are definitely UFO sightings that we cannot explain, but a lot of them can be. You know, most of them can be. So Libby says 24 hours in the haunted Queen Mary at 3 a.m. So, hey, Libby, fun fact about that. When I got on the Queen Mary, I was super jet lagged and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I just threw on a shirt and wandered around the ship by myself. I turned on a camera and I'm like, if I'm going to see anything, it would be now. I walked around and everything, was filming the whole time, and I saw nothing. I saw nothing. So, I mean, it's just, you know, but, not saying that everything is, but like another big story that people like to say from the Queen Mary that like they experience is like they hear music or they hear sounds and stuff in the middle of the night. And I will never forget this. Okay. Cause this happened to me, but this happened years ago when I was in Florida. I forget the medical term, but there is a term for this where when you wake up, I'm not missing any. Oh, yeah, there was a super. I'm sorry, Olivia. I missed your super chat. There was a 5 from Olivia. Trains, planes, and weird noises from ban you on ships. Plus, you live in West Virginia, so I can guess cars remind me not to travel. Hey, I am a very good driver. I've never been in an accident that was my fault. So, just saying. I just have a bad luck when it comes to me being on board stuff. Oh, you guys want to know something funny? So I did not tell you guys about this, and I'll finish the other story here in a second. So when I was flying back from Japan, okay, I kid you not, I had an overnight flight. All right, I got a window seat so no one would bug me. I just did my best to sleep. Had a neck pillow. When I fell asleep, I had a dream that I was on an airplane, a passenger plane that looked exactly like the plane I was on. And while I was dreaming, I did not know that I was dreaming. And in the dream, the plane went into a nosedive and I started floating out of my chair and looking around. And I'm like, okay, pull up anytime now, pull up. And then after a couple of seconds, I'm like, okay, I guess we're crashing. This is it. And then there was a huge flash of light in the dream. And then I woke up. And I'm like, the plane was fine. I was still on the plane flying across the Pacific. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, it's like when I crashed in the dream, the flash woke me up. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. like, what the heck? How did that even happen? Obviously, I didn't say anything about it on the plane. I didn't want to freak anybody out. But I was just like, what the heck? Like, I mean, it was so real. And I remember thinking in the dream, this is it. I'm dead. I mean, I wasn't like panicked or anything. I'm just like, nothing I can do. And I'm just sitting there floating because we're in free fall. And I'm like, any second now, pull up. Okay. Flash, like a big flash of light. And then I'm like, whoa. I sit up real fast. I look around. The plane's flying. The airplane's flying. We're fine. We're still flying. I'm like, wow, what the heck? Oh gosh, like I kind of do you guys know very different circumstances? But do you guys remember that's what Stephen King had a very crazy dream when he was staying in the Stanley Hotel. And that dream is what inspired him to write The Shining. You know, it's like he had a dream that he was like going down a hallway or something in the hotel and everything like that. And I'm like, listen, some dreams can be real, very real, and it's always surreal when it's like the dream and reality kind of mushed together a little bit. Anyway, but everybody's laughing about that. So yeah, anyway, I thought you guys might get a kick out of that story. Let's see, we got that one, we got 2 from Olivia. Thank you. He squirrel himself ha ha, Olivia, very funny. Squirrel. Okay. Lieutenant 1, thank you so much, super appreciate you. Marusa 2, thank you. Final Destination, yeah, I know, right? Final Destination. Olivia 5, thank you. Some people believe that if you die, you get transported to a reality where you didn't crash. Maybe that happened to you. I don't really believe that, but okay. Let me see. Heart beating, air in my lungs, and well, by that logic and everything, so is it's like a reality where you die, you teleport to a reality where you didn't die? I've never heard that theory before, but I don't really believe that. I don't really believe in that kind of thing, but okay. Let's see, Maritime. I'm still here. You're good. Absolutely, Maritime. And let's see. Heart beating, air in my lungs. I mean, I'll tell you this. I did survive jumping out of an airplane. So I think... How many people can say that? I survived jumping out of an airplane. That was crazy. That was crazy. Shadow says, never heard of that concept. Yeah, I've never heard of that either. So, but who knows? Let's see here. Says, yeah, you are a lucky charm, Sam. Thanks, Says. Shadow says, yes, but you had a parachute. True. You know, it is. I'm sure it has happened. People surviving a jump like from that. I wonder if that has happened. Actually, Alexa, what is the world record for the highest distance a person has fallen without a parachute and survived?
according to Guinness World Records. On this day in 1972, Vesna Vulovic survived the highest fall without a parachute. After her plane was torn to pieces by an explosion, the Serbian air hostess fell 10,160 meters, or 33,333 feet. That's higher than Mount Everest. Vulovic
Holy crap! Can you all hear that? Can you all hear that? Did you all hear my Amazon thing? A woman fell in 1972 after her plane fell apart from 33,000 feet without a parachute, and she survived. 33,000 feet, and she survived. I legit have no idea how that's possible. I mean, you have to remember, one thing about falling is there is a point where the distance you fall doesn't matter anymore. You know, I'm not sure. Alexa, what is the terminal velocity for the human body?
Here's something I found on the web. According to reference.com, for a typical human, terminal velocity ranges between 53 and 56 meters per second.
Okay, so 53 to 56 meters per second. What is that in miles per hour? What is that in miles per hour? Let's see. Meters per second. I'll ask the chat. What is 53 meters per second in miles per hour? What is that in miles per hour? Because terminal velocity, for those of you who don't know, is the point where the air resistance under you when you're in free fall is enough to stop you from accelerating anymore. Okay, so at a certain point, 118.6 miles per hour. Holy crap, that's fast. But anyway, when you hit that speed, no matter how much further you fall, you're not going to accelerate anymore. The air is stopping you from constantly accelerating. So when you think about it like that, it doesn't matter. Like, as soon as you hit that speed, you can fall as much as you want. The damage is going to be the same. So that's still hitting the ground at 118 miles per hour. I saw somebody say that she landed in trees or something, but holy crap. Can you imagine that? Like, seriously, if I was her, I would be like, that's it. I'm done. You know, I mean, like, I would just, when I hit the ground, I would try to land on my legs, you know, because if I break my legs, it protects my core body. So I would aim my legs down and focus myself going down. Ugh, wow. Anyway, so. That is a very scary thought. That's for darn sure. Let's see here. Cooper says 5. Thank you. Sam, what is behind you? Background. Check your house. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good, Cooper. Thank you for the heads up. I think we're good. I think we're good. There we go. Maritime Sam, it's a meme. Oh, absolutely. I know it's a meme trap. 100%. 100% I know it's a meme trap. Let's see here. Olivia, too. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for the 5, Cooper. Wait, today is the anniversary. Anniversary of what? What happened today? I'm not familiar with any anniversaries today. We got that one. We got 5 from history. Thank you so much. Hey Sam, did you ever go on the Russian Foxtrot class submarine that sits right next to the Queen Mary? I did when I visited. No, it was closed. So I saw it when I was there. Is it still there? I think it is. But yeah, no, it was closed when I was there, and it was all like rusted and decayed and everything. So yeah, I didn't get to go on board it. I did not get to go aboard her. Thank you for the 5, history. Michael, 20. Wow, thank you so much. Hi, Sam. Hi, Michael. Wondered if you've been following the recent Lusitania expedition. Lower hull has rolled upright. All the boilers in room 1 and 2 intact. Second explosion was likely a steam line bursting. 3 and 4 watertight doors were... No! There's actually an expedition going on to the Lusitania right now? No, I had no idea. Hey, Michael. Super big favor, please, man. Can you please DM me any of the information about it on Discord? I would love to know. I'm honestly surprised that they can explore. I thought the whole wreck was collapsed. I thought like everything with it had collapsed in. I didn't know that there were still accessible areas. But please, yeah, that is so cool that they're actually able to get in there and look around. And I agree with you. I think the second explosion was a steam line, because immediately after that second explosion, the ship lost nearly all of her steam pressure, so I completely agree with that. But yes, please send me that stuff. 3 and 4 watertight doors were found open. Dang. So the water could just go right through. Wow. But yes, please send me that, Michael. And thank you so much for the 20. I super appreciate you, man. I had no idea. Okay, we got that. We got that one. We are all caught up. Thank you. Michael says, not the tank top. Boilers and double bottom are full width. Okay. Gotcha, guys. So part of the ship is still intact. When you see the, I was reading this thing. They were talking about how the stern of the ship is nearly completely unrecognizable now. And that's mostly because when they've removed 2 of the Lusitania's propellers, I believe. One is in Dallas. I'm not sure where the other one is. I think it's over in the UK somewhere, maybe in Ireland. But anyway, when they removed the propellers, they used explosives and blew up the back of the Lusitania to get the propellers off. And I'm like, why? I mean, I know that they want to preserve the propellers and everything, but I mean, to me, that's no different than blowing up a piece of the Titanic to get something out of it. I mean, they're destroying the wreck. Granted, the Lusitania wreck is in nowhere near the condition of Titanic, but still, I don't like it that. Anyway, it is what it is. I guess it's just. I don't like it that they did that to the Lusitania. They used dynamite, or not dynamite, but they used some kind of explosive to blow the back of the ship off. So yeah, there's that. Derp5, thank you. Have you seen the Titanic footage from video games? I've been doing videos from the games and simulators and have Titanic in them. So fascinating and fun. Maybe. I know that with a lot of the older games, like from the 90s, they use stuff from like the James Cameron film and everything like that. But I haven't seen anything more modern. But yeah, man, I've probably seen some of it, just not everything. Thank you so much for the super chat. Super appreciate you. We got that one. Wilson says, what's up, Sam? What's up, Wilson? I haven't been on a stream in so long. Well, I'm glad you're back, Wilson. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for tuning in, and glad you are here. Let's see here. Rob says, hi, Sam. In the SOS Titanic film, they used the Queen Mary as a deck scene, and we don't talk about the grand staircase. It looks horrible. The movie is almost as bad as the Britannic film. I've heard some people say that they really like the SOS Titanic, and I've heard others say that they don't. And I've never seen it. So I can't say one way or the other if it's good or not. But I do know. Hey guys. If I was to host, and I will only do this for all of you, I legit would only do this if you guys asked, because it will literally probably kill me inside. But if I was to host a Titanic 2 movie viewing in my Discord, would you guys tune in? We could all make fun of it together. We could all sit down and try to watch Titanic 2 just to laugh at it together. Would you guys support Nathan? Keep talking. Yes. Yes, you guys would like. It would be fun if we were all on there together. Okay, if we were all on there together, it might be enjoyable for us to make fun of it together. That would be funny. That would be. That's not a. Let's see here. Seth says, and we can record our reactions. Yeah, maybe. Biggest Britannic fan ever says, let's do the 666 film. You see, but this is going against my, I don't like to give those movies attention because they're going to get, they're just using the Titanic name to try to make a profit. They're not respecting the story. They're just, ugh. I don't like to get those movies attention, but if we were all in there together and we were all making fun of it together, it might be kind of fun. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. It's just, anyway. Jennifer 20, thank you so much. What's up, Sam? What's up, Jennifer? When I was When I was on Antarctica cruise, we stopped in Argentina, had to tender to port, and got on a small boat, looked at some sea lions. It was extremely wavy, and we got soaked in the tender. We bounced, and it felt like a crash in the waves. That's cool. I mean, getting wet would be rough, but I mean, that'd be a really cool thing to experience, go out there and see the waves and all that stuff and the sea lions. That would be a really cool thing that'd be a really cool thing to do and everything. I mean, honestly, to have an experience like that, I mean, you're going to Antarctica, I mean, it'd be rough, but I would like it, like I like getting my feet wet, and just, going out there and experiencing new things. That's one of the things that makes life great. It's just, listen, you're lucky. Antarctica is up there with one of my top places that I want to visit one of these days. It really is. I want to go there. I want to see it. I mean, think about it like this. Antarctica is one of the few places on Earth where, I mean, when you go there, it literally is like going to another planet, because I mean, there's no, that we know of, there's no native people to Antarctica, like no humans were born and raised onto Antarctica. All the people there came from other places, So, I mean, it's literally like being in an alien world. I've heard this expression, and honestly, it's pretty accurate. Like when you think about, the past several hundred years, like 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue and all that stuff. Back then, sea explorers were the pioneers. They're the ones that are going off to try to find the new world and everything like that and find new lands for people to populate. But now that we've mapped out the entire Earth, the next frontier is space, going to Mars and going to other stars and all that stuff. And granted, going to another star is way in the future for us. But I've heard that we're the too late generation. We're the generation, if you're an explorer, we're the generation that was born too late to explore the Earth, but we were born too early to explore space. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, because we don't have the technology yet to send humans to other planets. I mean, we're close to Mars, but that's kind of far off. But like that's a saying that I've heard. And I'm like, that's kind of accurate. Like the furthest we can go is the moon right now. We're almost to Mars, but it'll be a long time before humans can casually go to space. That's still pretty far off. But let's see here. Michael, Historic Travels, do you have the Discord link? We'll send you over the link. It's all on every single YouTube video that I have on my channel has a link to my Discord. So just click on it. Boom, you're golden. Just go to one of my videos, go to the description. You'll find it. It's all there. Biggest Britannic fan ever, Saturn. Yeah. So, hey, fun fact, and I'm pretty sure it was determined to be fake, but I will never forget this because honestly, I wouldn't put it past them. I remember when I was back in college, I found a website, or it was an article that claimed that North Korea North Korea, that country, they claimed that they were the first country to land a man on Saturn. I'm like, really? North Korea flew a human being like 9 years into space and landed a human on a gas giant. And then the article also said after they touched down, they decided to walk onto the surface. I'm like, really? You walked onto the surface of a gas giant? Really? Now, I'm pretty sure that article was fake. Like that North Korea never claimed that. But with all the crap that comes out of that country, I wouldn't put it past them to try to say something like that. I remember that I read another one. Again, I'm not sure if this one was fake or not, but it said that North Korea claimed that they also landed a human on the sun. I'm like, okay, you land a human on the sun. And the article then went on to say that, yes, a human from North Korea landed on the sun. And when the sun set and it was dark on the sun, they walked out onto the surface. When the sun set and it was nighttime on the sun, they walked out onto the surface. Do you not know how stars work? I mean, I about lost it when I read that. I about lost it. Now, I don't know if that story was fake or not. I'm pretty sure the Saturn one was. The story's fake, obviously, but what I'm saying is I don't know if that country ever claimed that or not. but I wouldn't put it past him. Okay, I'm just saying, it's just. Yeah, it made me laugh though. It made me laugh, and I'm like, some people might actually try to believe that, or they might try to push that. I mean, who knows? Oh gosh, I love the stuff that's on the internet. Sometimes it makes me laugh. Really, you land on a star, huh? Funny guy, $1. Thank you so much. Super appreciate you. Jennifer, 2, thank you. That's some very deep thinking. All the space stuff. Yeah. I got you, Jennifer. Thank you for the 2. You know, on that note, I am actually curious. So, like, the sun is like, it's plasma and all that stuff and fusion and all that. If you had a spacecraft that could survive the temperature of the sun and everything and actually make it to the surface of the sun, okay? Would you we all see the fire, well, it's not fire, it's like plasma and stuff. But when you see that, would you pass right through it and go inside the sun? Or is it more like a liquid, or like, what is what I'm trying to ask is, what would you experience? Like, what would the spacecraft experience if it could survive the temperatures and everything, if it touched the actual surface? Or is it corona? I think it's the corona, the top layer of the sun. I'm not 100% certain on that. But is it like a liquid, or it's a liquid? It's liquid from a good, okay, like, that's Libby says it would just go through. Okay, so is it corona? Fact check me. The top layer of the sun. What is the top most layer of the sun? Is it the corona? The corona layer. Okay, the corona layer is the outermost layer of the sun's atmosphere, and it lies in the chromosphere. During a total eclipse, it'd be seen glowing white. Okay. So that's let's see here. Depends on how far into the sun. Okay, gotcha. It says it's mostly made of hydrogen, so you would go through it. Okay, that was actually a question that I asked my back in high school. That I asked my astronomy professor once, was if you had a spacecraft that could survive the pressure and it flew into a gas giant like Jupiter or Saturn, where it's a gas giant, would it eventually just go right through and come out the other side? And he was like, no. Gas giants do have solid cores, and as far as we know. So, and this eventually, like, if you flew into a gas giant, if you could survive the pressure, eventually the pressure inside gets so intense that the gas actually turns into like a semi-liquid. So if you flew into Jupiter and you kept going, eventually you would hit like a liquid layer. That's what it would be like. I mean, it's pretty crazy stuff. It's pretty crazy stuff when you think about it. I love this space stuff, in case you guys can't tell. But Brian says your old high school has an astronomy professor. Yeah, it was one of my favorite classes. I loved learning about astronomy and stuff like that. I loved it. Ty, 2, thank you. Bodie McBoatface video went eventually. Captain Jalen, 5, thank you. Hi, Sam. The UC Davis versus Humboldt game is over. The score was 101-50. Wow. Davis won. My sister crushed it. Can you do a video on the Tenerife airport crash? I'm not familiar with that, Jalen, but you know what I will do? Congratulations on the win, by the way. But I will go ahead and add that to the world famous list. Where is the video topics? There you are. Copy and paste. And I will check that out when I get a chance. Boom. Got it. Thank you so much for the 5. Jalen, tell your sister congratulations on winning. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Let's see here. Maritime history, November 28th, 2023. What happened on November? Wait, that's in the future. What are you talking about, Maritime? What are you talking? November 21st is the Britannic. What are you talking about? What happens on November 28th, 2023? That's in the future. What are you talking about? Maritime, Sam, ... I'm drawing a blank, Maritime. What happens on November? I know you're going to tell me, and I'm not going to, I'm not going to remember. You're going to tell me, and I'll be like, wait, what? If only Olivia was here. November 28th. I'm totally not. What maritime disaster happened on November? Edmund Fitzgerald, November 28th. The storm. November 28th, several ships were destroyed in a storm in northern Lake Michigan. Edmund Fitzgerald. That's November 10th. What happened on November 28th? I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. Maritime, the 2-year anniversary since Olivia first brought up the Bodie McMove. Oh, well, how am I supposed to remember that? Okay, okay. I'm like, what am I forgetting? Like, wasn't even Fitzgerald? No. Like, I was racking my brain trying to remember. Oh gosh. Good says you should make a video about what if the Olympics saved the Titanic passengers instead of Carpathia. That might be interesting. I forget where the Olympic was going at the time of Titanic. Was it going to Southampton? I know it was on a eastbound trip, but I know that they talked about that. The Olympic contacted the Carpathia and everything and said that, do you want us to come and pick up the Titanic passengers? And Ismay said no, because he was worried that seeing the near identical twin to the Titanic would potentially scare the people on the Carpathia. And honestly, I get that. I 100% get that. I mean, like, how would you feel if you had just survived the sinking of the Titanic and then its near identical sister ship came steaming up to pick up to pick you guys up? Like, I mean, how would you guys feel? This ship sinks, all your loved ones and stuff were on board when it went down, and then the Olympic, the near identical twin, pulls up and stops to pick up the survivors. I mean, I could see that really scaring some people. I really could. Nathan says, like they just seen a ghost. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Let's see here. Ty, 5, thank you. The Tenerife crash was the worst airplane crash in history. Oh, really? I'm not an expert on airplane crashes. Was that the 747 thing? As I know that there was an incident where 2 747s hit each other. Let's see. Copy, paste. Let me see. Tenerife crash, 1970. Yes, it was. Okay, the 2 747s. Okay. Tenerife Air. I know I didn't say that right, but yes. Okay, so I have heard about this. Yeah, like that's insane. When the 2 747s hit each other, one was taxiing and the other one was taking off. Yeah. And it's like it tried to clear it, but it didn't. I can't imagine that. I believe everyone on the top plane was killed, but there were survivors from the bottom plane, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I can't even imagine what that must have been like. That's a terrible disaster. But yeah, I might make a video about that at some point. So I have heard of it. I have heard of that before. We got that one. Jalen, two thinking, what are your thoughts on the Concorde and the Concorde crash? Are you talking about the crash where there was that piece of metal that was on the runway from a plane, like it fell off of an airplane, and when the Concorde hit it, it blew the tire and it caused a fire and everything like that? Is that what you're talking about? That's the only Concorde crash that I'm aware of, and it's absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. And because I think it flew into a hotel, if I remember correctly. Gojira, yep. Okay, yeah. Air France 4590, was that it? But yeah, that's the only one that I know of, and it's terrible. I only learned about it not too long ago. There was a Japan flight that I was studying where the plane completely lost its rudder. Like the entire rudder came off. And I don't think there were any survivors from it, or if there were a few. But the pilots were able to keep the plane airborne for what, like an hour or two without the rudder. You know, they were doing everything they could to try to save the plane, and they couldn't land. You know, they had next to no control, but they did everything they could to keep her up as long as possible. They tried everything they could to save the plane. But yeah, the whole rudder ripped off somehow. And Nathan, JAL 1, 2, 3, 4 survived. Okay, 4 survived. Yes, sir. JAL 1, 2, 3, 4 people lived. The stabilizer. Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? I'm sure they said it, but it's like, I mean, can you imagine trying to fly a plane without a rudder? I mean, those pilots were amazing at what they did to be able to do it for as long as they did. I mean, it's just like Captain Soley, who landed that plane in the Hudson after it had a dual engine failure. I mean, do you know how hard it is to land a plane in water and not have the plane get completely ripped apart? And yet people were still trying to give him a hard time. You know, they were trying to say you could have made it to an airport and everything. And Like, when something happens, it takes you a minute to assess. You have to figure out what's going on. And I mean, like, they act like, as soon as the bird strike happened, you should just turn and go to the airport. But it takes you a second to figure out what's happening. You have to assess. You have to figure it out. I mean, that guy saved everyone on that plane. He was the last one off. Sully is a hero. Nothing more. And I mean, and people still want to give him a hard time. I mean, it's just, you know what? How would you handle that situation? I mean, anyway. So there I go, start venting. It just ticks me off when you have a hero and people try to give him a hard time. Oh, you could have done this better. You could have done this better. Were you there? I mean, it's just like that. It's just like that Titanic convention back in the 70s. I forget her name, but it was that survivor who tried to talk about how she saw the Titanic broke in half. And this young guy, like in his early 30s, gets up, takes the microphone away from this Titanic survivor and says to her, no, 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 no. You did not see the ship break in half. It was just an illusion because the funnel fell. Thank you, says Ruth Becker. Yeah, it was just an illusion because the funnel fell. I mean, how rude can you be? How... I just says Sam, red alert, rage. Yeah, but I mean, it's awful. I mean, somebody who wasn't even alive when it happened is hearing this person who survived this terrible disaster, at that point, 60 years ago or something? And, 50, 60 years. And, prior. And she's up there talking. And you try to say that she didn't see that. I mean, like, even if you disagree, don't just respect the... Anyway. Sorry, but I would have gotten so mad. Like, I would have gotten up and said, hey, buddy, how about you let that lady talk and you get off the stage? It would have ticked me off. I mean, just the blatant disrespect that... All right, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start venting there. It just... I mean, come on, guys. Treat each other like you would want to be treated. Is that so hard? I mean, it's just... Anyway, Jennifer says sending more rage meters your way. But I mean, you guys get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Like, I mean, how hard is it to treat others like you would want to be treated? Even if you disagree, treat people with respect. Dustin says it's a Historic Travels live stream if Sam starts raging. Jordan says, don't be sorry, Sam. Raging makes us happy. I'm glad that me getting annoyed is entertainment for you guys. Jennifer 5, thank you. I'm thinking about visiting Italy to replace my Israel trip in March next year, and I'm hoping to visit Pompeii while there. Awesome idea. Yeah, the Middle East is looking to be kind of hectic right now. It looks like there's a lot of stuff going on over there. I hope things calm down before this turns into something a lot worse. I mean, it's already really bad, but I mean, it's like other countries are seeing the whole thing with Israel and Gaza and everything, and they're trying to jump in on. I mean, I don't know. I've been turning that off. I mean, it depresses me too much, and I've got my own stuff to worry about. The way I handle the news and politics and stuff is I just try to get short bits of it, because if it's so easy to consume yourself in it, and it bums me out. It bums me out. It's so depressing. And then with the way the YouTube algorithm is, you watch one video on it, then it starts pushing more of those videos, and then before you know it, your entire feed is blown up with it. So I try to get the cliff notes. I try to stay somewhat informed about what's going on. And then for my own mental well-being, I don't let myself be consumed by it, because I mean, it's just, it's depressing. It's very depressing, so, but I hope everything calms down there. And I hope that things get resolved soon. It's just, things would be so much more simple. People could just talk about things and everything, but violence breeds more violence. Hatred breeds more hatred. I mean, that's legit how it is. Ty 5, thank you. Yesterday, I saw a clip of a Star Wars documentary with James Cameron in it. Really? That's interesting. I've kind of cut myself off from Star Wars ever since the new trilogy that Disney did. All right, Force Awakens, okay. The two films that follow it, I like to pretend they don't exist. They bring back Palpatine, and Palpatine, You're alive? How did you survive? I've been dead before. The dark side is the path to many abilities those would consider to be unnatural. What? Like, what is that? Like, how is that storytelling? Like, I mean, it's just, that's so, like, how is that? Like, oh, gosh. And I mean, what happened to that other guy? I mean, they killed off that other guy so fast. Kylo killed that one bad guy in the second movie. Anyway, just now, okay. In my in Star Wars defense, Mandalorian wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't terrible. And from what I've heard about Obi-Wan, I'm not going to watch it. I hear it's a train wreck as well. But oh, hey, Millie, I see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Millie, hope you're doing well. Are you all getting ready for summer in Argentina? It's getting cold up here. But yeah, I mean, it's just I appreciate Star Wars, like the classics and everything. They were a big part of my childhood, but you know. Let's see here. Jalen, too, thank you. Would you fly on Concorde? Do you think it's a cool plane? Yeah, I think it's a really cool plane. It'd be really cool to go supersonic, you know? I think that'd be really, really cool to fly that fast. I would go on if I had the chance, but I'm not going to pay for it. From what I hear, those airplane tickets are really expensive. Nerd, too, thank you. Sixth movie is trash, in my opinion. Yep, I would put the sixth movie... You know what? Before the new movies came out, The Phantom Menace was my least favorite Star Wars movie. The Phantom Menace, the first movie in the prequel series. But after that, I think the last film, is it the eighth movie? Is that it? 6? Yes, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, so the eighth film, I think it's the worst. I think it's the worst. But yeah, the Phantom Menace was my least favorite of all of them beforehand, and then yeah, so that's that for that. Let's see here. Sixth movie is trash. Oh, sixth movie. Oh, wait. You said sixth? What is that? Return of the Jedi? Sixth movie? Wait, yeah, I thought in my head I was the 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait, no, ninth movie. Sixth movie. Wait, which one's that? So yeah. So you're talking about the original trilogy. The 3, 4, 5. The last. Wait, what? You didn't like that movie? You didn't like the sixth movie? It just dawned on me what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about the final film in the new trilogy. You didn't like the last movie? The Return of the Jedi? You didn't like that movie? Really? You didn't like it? That's shocking. I really like that one. I think he meant Revenge of the Sith. It's the sixth film. Revenge of the Sith. Hold on. Star Wars movie order. Let's see here. Okay, so episode 4. Let's see. A New Hope. Let's see here. Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. That's what I'm thinking you're talking about. That's the sixth movie. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. The Empire Strikes or Return of the Jedi. Revenge of the Sith. As in release date. It's Revenge of the Sith. What film is Revenge of the Sith? Hold on a second. Revenge of the Sith. Oh, that's the third movie. Oh, you're talking about in release order. Oh, okay. You're talking about in release order. I was thinking like in timeline order. Okay. You really had me confused there for a minute. Okay. I didn't hate it. Okay, I didn't hate that one. Okay, technically Revenge of the Sith is the sixth one. Okay. But you guys see my confusion. You understand why I got mixed up. I didn't hate that movie. I mean, there are issues with the prequel series, sure, but I didn't hate it. I mean, I thought it was cool seeing how Vader came to be and everything. And, you know, it's Anakin's mission to save Padme that led him to becoming the thing that he hated. And it was also because Anakin was so obsessed with saving Padme because he saw her death in the future, he caused her death in the first place. I mean, it was the birth of the Empire. I mean, honestly, I didn't hate the film. I thought it showed how everything happened. I mean, I didn't hate it. I mean, why do people not like it? I'm actually really curious about that. Let's see here. I'm still curious about it. All right, everybody. We have hit the 1 hour mark. I did not think we would be talking about Star Wars on these live streams. But anyway, you know what that means? It is now time for the Q&A. Are you guys ready? Are you guys... Brian says, Padme's death was odd. She is losing the will to live. Okay, you guys are like... Okay, so I haven't watched those movies in forever. So it's possible that, like, in my mind, I thought it was, like, the way I remember it, it was Anakin doing that chokehold thing on her that killed her. But you're reminding me of stuff now. She's lost the will to live. I remember that, and I didn't question it at the time. You're making me afraid now that I'm going to lose respect for these movies. You're making me worried about it now. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. And now you guys are debating the death of Padme. Oh, crap. Oh boy, you guys are you know what you guys are doing right now? I don't know how to properly explain the expression, but it's like when you have fond memories of something, it's like they're in like a glass ball or something like that, and like the glass ball is all of your fond memories, and like, oh, that wasn't that bad or anything. But then hearing you guys talking about it and everything, you're making that glass ball with my memories of Revenge of the Sith shatter, and you're making it be like, uh-oh, oh no, you guys, maybe that movie wasn't as good as I thought. You guys are oh crap. So oh boy. All right, time for the Q&A. Time for the Q&A. Hey, Maritime, are you out there? Shadow says, seeing something through rose-colored glasses. Yeah. I've heard that they call that like drunk goggles or something, like if you hate a job, but then right before you're about to quit, suddenly the job is great. I've experienced that firsthand. Maritime, are you out there, good sir? Maritime, are you out there? Testing. Calling for Maritime. Yamato's never die. There he is. There is the world famous Maritime. All right, let's get ready for this. Excuse me. Oh, let's get ready for this. Okay, it is now time. Maritime history. And guys, so just so you guys know, my schedule is going to be very hectic, you know, for the weeks coming up and everything. But for as much as I can, so my videos are still going to be limited for a while. But I'm going to try to do maybe 1 or 2 videos a month. Like, that's just how busy I'm going to be. So I'm still going to be on YouTube. I'm still going to be somewhat active. I've got so much going on. But I am always going to try to stick to the Q&A, to the live streams. I'm going to try to do live streams as much as I can and do videos when I can. It's just, my life is just, it's getting really hectic with this job that I'm going to. So anyway, I'll do my best. But I'm not going anywhere. So even if I'm not active for a bit, I still will be on YouTube, at least with the live streams and videos when I can. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get some extra off days. And if I can, I'll pump out a video. All right. Maritime history. And everyone else. Okay, for those of you who are new here, at the end of every live stream, we like to do a Q&A. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I don't think I did. Okay, we're good. Okay, we kind of got off to on different topics this evening, so I'm like, I need to fix this a little bit. Okay, so for those of you who are new here, at the end of every live stream, we do a Q&A where we had everyone in the chat against our residential maritime historian, Maritime history. All right. Now, because Maritime is alone, I give him a little bit of a handicap where he gets to, as long as he answers the question within the first few seconds, you know, he gets the point. But for everybody else, all you have to do to get the point is just answer the question before him. So all you got to do. All right. Let's turn off the slow button, guys. Please keep the spamming to a minimum. All right. Boom. All right. There we go. All right, everybody, it is now time. And remember, you do not answer the question until you see the word go pop up in the chat. If you answer the question early, I will not count it. So just remember that. All right, guys. Question 1. And FYI, I do have, oh, and look at that. Almost immediately we had a spammer. And they are gone. Boom, gone. Okay. First question, guys. All right. And FYI, I have one question that if any of you get it, I am going to be stunned. Even Maritime. I think I've got one that's going to stump you, okay? I've got one that I don't think you're going to get. And if anybody gets this one, major respect points. Major respect points, okay? Remember that. All right, question 1. What major shipwreck occurred on December 20th, 1987? What major shipwreck occurred? Ready, set, go. What shipwreck occurred on December 20th, 1987? Oh my. Maritime instantly. Don't you pause. Don't you pause. Don't you pause. Yep. Instantly. Wow, Maritime. All right. Well, with that, Maritime has already pulled ahead. Oh boy. Maritime has already pulled ahead. All right. Question 2. Goose says Oceanus. Dang it. Question 2. What incident occurred with the RMS Olympic that caused it to go back to the shipyard of Holland and Wolff shortly before the maiden voyage of Titanic? Why did it go to the shipyard? Ready, set, go. Why did it go to the shipyard shortly before? Oh, look at that! Maritime, it wasn't the collision between the HMS Hawk and this ship. It was the propeller blade. It was the propeller blade. The Olympic threw the propeller blade. Remember, the key word there was shortly before the Titanic's maiden voyage. The Hawk collision happened earlier. The Titanic was still in the fitting out process when the Hawk collision happened. Propeller blade, Maritime. Propeller blade. Who was the first one who got that one? Oh, Maritime changed it later. Sorry, Maritime, too late. Gojira and Nathan got it. Good job, guys. Good job. Sorry, Maritime. Good job, guys. Good job. I know. I usually reference the Hawk collision more than the propeller blade thing. So there we go. Sam the Greatest. No, I know Sam the Greatest. You got that right. Why are you saying no? Sam the Greatest. Are you rooting for Maritime? Guys, Sam the Greatest is actually rooting for Maritime. You got to remember that. Oh boy. Oh, we've got somebody helping Maritime history here, guys. We've got somebody helping out. Maritime says, I have a supporter. Alice says, traitor in our ranks. Maritime says, thanks, Sam the Greatest. Alice says, cancel him on Twitter. I swear these live streams are so much fun. We got a 5 from let's see. All right, Gamer. Thank you so much for the 5. Sam, I love your channel. Make a Titanic sinking theory. All right, I'll do that. Thank you for the 5. Sam the Greatest says, I got the question wrong. Oh, that's what he meant. He was saying no to the fact that he got the question wrong, not that that Maritime got. I see. All right, question 3. What were the names of 2 small vessels that were being built to service the Olympic-class liners in the shipyard of Holland and Wolff while the Olympic and Titanic were being built? What were the names of these 2 ships? Ready, set, go. What were the names of these 2 ships? Oh, there we go. Oh, whoa. Holy crap, the chat blew up. Godress just said traffic, but not the others. Mauritania, Nomadic and Traffic. Boom! You got it. Great job. Maritime was right behind you. Nomadic and Traffic. Good job. Nerd 5, thank you. Sorry to interrupt the Q&A. I recommend you should get a Carpathia model. Hey, Nerd, guess what? Is it Nerd or Nord? But boom! Got one right here. I got the Histo Brick Carpathia model right there. This is a fantastic Lego kit. I highly recommend it. But yes, I've got a Carpathia model. Well, my Titanic collection wouldn't be complete without a model of the world famous RMS Carpathia. But yeah, that one was a tie. So boom and boom. Good job, guys. Good job. Rainy says, I watched your video today about, oh, awesome. The Carpathia video. Thank you so much. Let's see. That was the first video with the partnership between me and Blue Star Line. He does fantastic work. Make sure you subscribe to Blue Star Line. Okay, we got that one. Okay. What were the names? Question 4. What were the names of the 2 tender ships used to service the Titanic in Queenstown, Ireland? What were the names of those 2 tender ships in Queenstown? What were the names of them? Ready, set, go. Nathan, the America and the Ireland. Good job. Miles, New York. It wasn't New York. And Maritime, America and Ireland. Man, Nathan, you saved. Maritime was right behind you. Man, you saved that one. You gave everybody else the point. You got that, Nathan. Everybody in the chat, you better give Nathan a round of applause for that one. But yes, it was the American and the Ireland. They were the tender ships that serviced the Titanic in Queenstown, not Cherbourg. The Nomadic and the Traffic were the ships that serviced the Titanic in Cherbourg. Queenstown was different. Go, Nathan. Go, Nathan. Yep, I did a whole video on the Nomadic and Traffic if you'd like to watch that. Okay. All right. Question 5. Even though... Oh, there we go. Question 5. Even though the Titanic was big enough to pull up to the pier in Queenstown, why instead did the Titanic's crew park the ship out in the harbor or the bay and have the 2 tender ships, American and Ireland, bring people to and from the ship? Why did they do this? Why didn't they just pull the Titanic up to the pier? Ready, set, go. Why did they do that? Let's see here. It did not. It tried too early to New York, not waste time. It did not. It tried too early. I don't really understand that, Miles. Jordan, it'd be easier to go out to sea. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Yes, it was easier. It wasn't too small of a harbor. It wasn't too small of a harbor. Maritime, it would be faster to turnaround time. Yep, that's it. They didn't want to have to turn around and leave. Yep, you got it. Okay, that's a tie. So the correct answer is turnaround time. You know, they didn't want to have the Titanic come all the way up to the pier and stop because it would take them longer to back the ship out, turn the ship around, and then go back out to sea. It would be faster for them to pull the ship, come into Queenstown, stay out in the harbor, and then have the ships come to and from the Titanic, and then the ship could just simply turn around and leave. Turnaround time. If you said turnaround time, I would have counted that as well. Miles says, Sam, I try to say not waste time. Okay. I see, Miles. I see. I got you. But yep, that was a tie. Good job, guys. Good job. Did I? Yes. Okay, I did. Sometimes I forget if I counted the point or not. We are still tied. The score is 3-3. We are still tied. Okay. Or did I? Wait. Question 5. Or is it? Did I write that one? I'm drawing a blank. Did I give you guys a point for that one? It's still tied. Is it 3-3 or is it 4-4? I forget. I had a complete mind blank moment. Did I give you guys the point for that? No, I don't know. At our point. 4-4, I think. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think that's right. It's 4-4. Okay, I forgot to add. I'm like, wait, did I add the point? I don't think I did. Okay, there we go. 4-4. All right, 4-4. No, you didn't. 4-4. Okay, thank you. I'm like, I drew a blank. I'm like, wait, did I do that? Anyway, I had a blank moment. Okay, we got that. All right. Question 6. After the flooding of Boiler Room 6, which was the next crude area on the Titanic to start flooding after Boiler Room 6? Ready, set, go. What was the next room to start flooding? Maritime! Mailroom. Maritime got it. Nathan was 1 second late. Mailroom. Maritime's right. Miles, it was not Boiler Room 5. That happened way later. It was the mailroom. The mailroom was the next crude area to start flooding. So that means that Maritime takes the lead. Guys. Uh-oh, that's not good. That is not good. That's not good. That is not good. All right. Let's see here. Question 7. What was the first and last name of Thomas Andrews' daughter, who was around 2 years old at the time that the Titanic sank? What was her name? Ready, set, go. What was the name of Thomas Andrews' daughter at the time of the sinking of the Titanic? Not Helen. That was his wife. It's not Helen. That was his wife. Helen was his wife. Isaiah Elizabeth Andrews. That's it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Elizabeth Andrews. Isaiah got it. Helen was his wife. Elizabeth Andrews was what I was looking for. Elizabeth Andrews. So with that, it is tied up once again. But yeah, Helen's his wife. Helen is his wife. Yes. All right. Now, this next question is the one that I'm curious if any of you are going to get. All right. And just to prevent you people from Googling, okay, preventing all of you from Googling the answer, I am going to give this question, let's say a 10-second time limit. Okay. All right. We're going to give this question a 10-second time limit. All right. What major accomplishment would Elizabeth Andrews achieve later in her life? So Andrews' daughter. Ready, set, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over. Okay. Do something. Graduate. Write a book. Take over Harlan and Wolf. Making ships. Being a part of Finding Titanic. Okay, that point's mine. That point's mine. The correct answer was she was actually the first woman from Northern Ireland to get a pilot's license. She was the first woman from Northern Ireland to get a pilot's license. Yeah, I was really surprised. I had no idea. I actually I found a little page about her, like an article about her, and it said that she was the first woman from Northern Ireland to get a pilot's license. Really? Wow, what? Yeah, like not the first woman in history to get a pilot's license, but the first one from Northern Ireland. I'm like, that is so cool. That is so cool that she was able to pull that off. What? I knew it. She did that? Yeah, she did do that. She did that. Okay. So since I got the point for that one, who should I give that point to? Who should I give that point to? Olivia 5, thank you. If elected mod, I promise to make things fair. I promise as a moderator to time out Maritime after every question. Power to the people. Maritime, do you want Olivia to be a mod? Do you want Olivia to be a mod? Time you out after every question. No. Maritime says you can't time me out. I'm a mod, huh? Yeah, I mean, he's got you there. Oh boy. So who should I give this point to? Who should I give this point to? I legit have no idea. Who I should give this point to. All right, you know what? I have a plan. We're going to decide this once and for all. We're going to decide. I have a plan. How am I going to do this without you guys seeing what I'm about to... Okay, let's do this. All right, you know what? How am I going to do this? Okay. I am going to put this right here to cover this up so you guys can't see it until I'm ready for you to see it. There we go. That'll work. Okay. Okay, that worked out great. Wow. I'm really glad I bought that. Okay. So here's my plan. All right. Here's how we're going to decide who gets the point. I'm gonna show you guys an item. Okay. And I'm not going to say go or anything like that. As soon as you guys see it, you have to answer. Okay. I'm going to show you an item, and then you guys have to tell me what major shipwreck is related to this item. Okay. I'm going to show you guys this. When you see it, tell me what shipwreck it is. No go. No say go in the chat. As soon as you see it, tell me what it is. If Maritime gets it, he gets the point. If you guys see it, you get the point. Okay. Here we go. What major shipwreck, okay, is associated with this? What major shipwreck is associated with this? Which major shipwreck is associated with this? Maritime. Arctic. There we go. So many of you. Holy cow. So many of you started saying it. I actually didn't see who was first. Let me see. I actually did not see who got it first. Let me see. Maritime. He was the first one to say Arctic. Maritime was legit the first one to say Arctic. I just went back and looked. It was Maritime. Maritime was the first one to say Arctic. Maritime smiley face. All right. With that, it moves on. It moves forward. Oh boy. All right. Hey, Maritime, you did get that right, but what do you say we just give it a tie? All right. What do you say we just make it a tie since everybody was stumped by the real question? So what do you say we just make it a tie, Maritime? You cool with that? We'll just keep it a tie. We'll just make it a tie. All right. Agreed. Yes. Dustin. Well, to be frank, though, did you get it, Maritime? Did you get it, Dustin? The first one on my screen is Maritime. Maritime. It's just that internet delay. It's that connection speed and all that. Uh-oh. Where did it? Oh, there. All right, let's see here. Yeah, sure, I'll be a Yamato. Oh, yeah, cool. Maritime agreed to tie it, so we're going to tie it. Good job. Thank you, Maritime. It's a tie. All right, there we go. That was fun, though. Dustin says, yep, from the moment you presented it, I was on. Okay, then it just must be the chat delay. It must be the chat delay. That's it. From the moment you presented it, I was on. Right. Okay, we got that one. All right. Question 9. And it's still a tie. It's still anyone's contest. After collapsible lifeboat B was pushed from the roof of the officers' quarters down to the boat deck, what did Lightoller do next? Right before he jumped from the roof of the officers' quarters and swam into the sea away from Titanic. He did something before he jumped overboard. What did he do? Ready, set, go. What did he do? Let's see here. Let's see. I don't see it. Jumper try to help the first office. No, took a breath. Isaiah is close. Try to free Lifeboat. He didn't exactly try to free it. Walked on the bridge roof. He didn't do that. Maritime, head over to the starboard side to see Murdoch. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was looking for. Was so after the after collapsible B was pushed from the roof of the officers' quarters and down to the boat deck, he walked over, and I don't know if he was in front or behind the first funnel, but he walked, I'd say in front. He walked over to the starboard side of Titanic and looked down towards collapsible A to see if he could help with it, but he saw that they were already dealing with it and there was nothing he could do. So once he saw collapsible A was, being handled the best they could, he then walked forward and jumped into the sea from the roof of the bridge or right around that area. So, I said he went to first officer. Jumper try to help first officer. Yeah, okay. I guess. Yeah, all right. I guess that counts. Head over to start to Murdoch. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I was looking for when to see collapsible A, to go check on collapsible A. But I guess you're both right. All right, that's a tie. All right, you're out. That you're right. I'll take it. I'll take it. You're right. All right, another tie. Boom. All right, there we go. Boom, you're right. There we go. Good call. Good call on that one. Good call. Let's see. Oh, tie 5. Thank you. You can tell which model is Sam's Titanic model because it's the one with all the abuse. Yeah. My poor Titanic model. She's been through it with how many videos I've made over time. She has definitely been through it. That's for darn sure. Blue Star. Oh, hey, man. I see you in there. Hey, Blue. Welcome to the lives, man. Blue Star Line. Hey, man. Volcano. Oh, have you been working on the project that I asked you about, Blue Star Line? Have you here, Blue, there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and make you a all right, there you go, Blue. You are now a chat, you're a chat moderator in here. But have you been working on the top secret project that that you have just hinted at in the chat? Have you started working on the top secret project? Have you started working on that yet? Top secret question mark. Well, it's not really a secret, but considering how much I talk about a certain thing, maybe. Okay, so here. I talk about this subject a lot because it's something else that interests me, like Titanic and everything does. Let me see here. I'll give you guys a little hint. Okay, play. I'm going to give you guys a little tiny hint of a certain project that I asked Blue Star Line to look into for me. Okay, let's just do this. It might trigger a copyright thing, but I'll just remove it later. Where is it? Where is that scene? All right, it's a little bit ahead. Fast forward. Sorry, guys. Give me just a... There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. All right, so me and him may be working on a project involving... Any ideas? Any ideas, guys? Just saying, we may have something in the works. Just saying, just saying. Something else that I talk about a lot. So, any of y'all know what's... I wonder what that could possibly be. I wonder what that could possibly be. There we go. That's a good. I love that scene in that movie. Dun 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 dun. So Vesuvius, Pompeii. Yeah, so Pompeii. I asked him to look into. It's not his thing, you know. He does ships and stuff like that. So I asked him to look into if he could do some animations for a new updated Pompeii video with custom animations and stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool. The full I went into like a full like Pompeii like interest. Like I was trying to find pictures of the letters because they say that 2 letters survived to this day from the Pompeii eruption, letters written by Pliny the Younger. But I wasn't able to find any actual images of the letters, just translations of them. But that'd be really cool. I can't believe I can't find them. If any of you guys could find those, like if you can find an image of the original letters written by Pliny the Younger about Pompeii or Vesuvius and all that, I would love to see them. I couldn't find them on Google. I could just find translations. But anyway, we were talking about doing something about that. Let's see. Glad you're here, Blue. We got another $2 super chat from Nord again. Thank you. I just realized my dad has the same shirt. It's nice. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right, guys. Final question. Almost forgot. Final question. Final question of the evening. Oh, shoot. I lost it. All right. Question 10. Final question. And this is for all the marbles. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a minute. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a moment to prepare. Okay. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a moment. So when you guys are ready, say we're ready in the chat. Just type out we're ready. You know, just take a moment. Take a moment, prepare, you know, psych yourselves up. Are you guys ready for this ultimate question? Are you guys ready? Let me know in the chat that you're ready. We're ready, I think. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Okay, cool. Let's do this. All right. This next question is a name from somebody who was on the Titanic. And to get the question right, I need the first and last name. Olivia, too, thank you. You forgot my super chat. Oh, did you do a super chat, Olivia? Backtracking. Olivia, another 2. You forgot my super chat. What super chat? Olivia, it's gone. Okay, you've sent 2 super chats to say I forgot your super chat, but it's already gone. I'm sorry, Olivia. I didn't see it. Olivia, I'm thinking you probably sent it when I was looking away or when I was talking to myself and I missed it. So sorry. Sorry, Olivia. You know, Olivia, if I miss a super chat, when you send another super chat telling me I missed a super chat, why don't you just repeat your question? I mean, sometimes I can see them, but YouTube deletes them after a bit. So just resend your question. I mean, if you can. But anyway. Pliny's letters are the only surviving copies. All the original prints don't exist anymore. Oh man, that sucks. So that explains why I couldn't find them. Okay, I didn't know that. And all right, final question. Thank you for telling me. All right. Question 10. Which Titanic crew member, while trying to assist Second Officer Charles Lightoller with the prepping of a lifeboat, ended up falling and getting trapped underneath collapsible lifeboat B after it was flipped upside down from the officers' quarters? Which crewman was this? Ready, set, go. Which crewman was trapped underneath the officers' quarters? Which one was trapped? Let's see here. Miles, Harold Bride. Good job. It wasn't 6th Officer James Moody, Koopa. Jordan, Harold Bride, Maritime Junior Operator, Harold Bride. All right. Good job, guys. Okay. That is a tie. All right. You guys have a decision to make. Now, okay? Are we going to leave it at a tie? Or are we going to do one more tiebreaker with Maritime's handicaps removed? So no more handicaps for Maritime. Do you guys want to do one more? Start a poll. Tiebreaker, yes or no? Tiebreaker, yes or no? You want to do one more to decide it? Or we can end it now as a tie and resume next week. Which would you guys want to do? Tiebreaker. Holy cow. Maritime, they are determined to not let you keep the crown, man. No. Maritime, we go big or we go home. Yamato's nearby. Yeah, you're right. Tie 5, thank you. Weren't the Marconi operators technically not considered crew? You know what? You are right about that. I forgot about that. You're right. They were not employed by the White Star Line. So yes, you're right. Technically, they were not considered Titanic crewmen. You are right about that. Didn't they make I think they made about, correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't they earn about 20 pounds a week, which was like extremely good pay for the time period? But I think I heard that somewhere. Or was it 20 pounds a month? I know they made really good money for the time. I know they made really, really good money for the time, but correct me if I'm wrong there. Olivia 5, thank you. Original tiebreaker question. What came first, the state of Arizona or the Titanic? I actually don't know that one. I don't know that one. When was the state of Arizona founded? Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. I did not know that. It was only shortly before, but I did not know that. I did not know that. Very interesting. Arizona. That's a good question, Olivia. That's a good question. Very good. I didn't know that. It's Arizona. Arizona came first. Very, very cool. Says 20 a month. 20 pounds a month, which is still fantastic pay for the time period. All right. Let's see. One more question. Let me think a moment. What could we do? I know. All right. I know. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here we go. The final question. All right. Here we go. Okay. The Titanic had several different types of engines located within her hull. Okay. The Titanic had several different types of engines located within her hull. All right. What is the name of the engine that is not this? That is not this one. What's the name of the other engine in Titanic that's not that? Go. Oh, Jackson, the steam turbine. I did a flip. The steam turbine. That's it. That's exactly what I was looking for. The steam turbine. I did a flip. What is the name of the engine that's not this? I did a flip with that one. I did the old switcheroo. Who was it that got it? Who was it that got that one first? Jackson, the Parkinson steam turbine. I know. Was it still Parkinson steam turbine? I know it was a low pressure turbine. Was it still the same thing as same design, I'm sure, as the Lusitania Mauritania, but still steam turbine. That's exactly what I was looking for. So Jackson got it, which means tonight everyone else wins. They took the crown from Maritime. Nord, praise Jackson. Game, set, and match. Sorry, Maritime. We'll have to try again next week. Game, set, and match. The Yamato fell. Hey, that was a great live stream, guys. Absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10. All right, everybody. Well, hey, with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and close out the live stream. So thank you guys so much. Or do you guys want to see my puppy? Do you guys want to see Rosie? As is tradition, would you guys like to see Rosie before I sign off? Would you guys like to see the baby? Yes. Rosie. All right, I'll be right back. As is tradition, you guys can see the puppy. Be right back. Your fans want to see you, Rosie. Oh, yeah. There we go. Your fans love you, Rosie. There's the baby. There is the baby. Rosie, you know you're YouTube famous. You know you are a famous YouTube dog. You know that? Hold on, I gotta get this plastic off for you. Because you don't want to eat plastic. Ready, set. She was like, why did you wake me up? Rosie, you know everybody on YouTube loved you, right? You know you're YouTube famous. She's like, now why are you carrying me? You are such a mess. Oh, she is so cute. So, you guys want to know something funny? A couple of nights ago, so I took Rosie to the park, and she got into like this big pile of mud and everything. And when I got her home, I was like, okay, you're getting a bath. Like, you need a full bath, because you're not going to spread mud all over my house. All right. And while I was in the middle of giving her a shower, my boss, or not my boss, but the person who's helping me with my job stuff, they called and they needed to talk to me. So Rosie was in no shape to start to be let out of the shower yet. Okay. So what I did was I left the shower on, I closed the curtain, the shower curtain, and then I closed the door. Now the door to my bathroom, it doesn't have a lock, but it slides. It slides open and shut. Rosie, that precious little girl, she knows how to open that door. Okay, so she jumped out of the shower, stuck her nose in between the sliding door, and pushed it open. Okay, like it is scary how smart she is. So I'm on the phone talking to this person from my job, and I look, and Rosie is just running around the house, wet, so the mud's wet, and I'm like, can I call you back in like 2 minutes? My dog is currently in the process of destroying my house. And luckily she was okay. She's like, yeah, do what you got to do and call me back. I'm like, okay. I was like, oh my gosh. I just look and I see her jumping around. Because, when dogs get, like, when you give a dog a shower, it's like it makes them excited. But I was like, oh my gosh. So, listen, like whenever I'm playing with Rosie and stuff, or if something's going on, I can see her working things out. Like, I mean, she is so smart. It's not even funny. I mean, legit. But all right, guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the evening. So as I said, guys, sorry I haven't had any videos coming up in a while, and it's still going to be a little bit, but I'll try to get one done very soon, especially Queen Mary. And what I might do is I might actually just wait, and instead of doing a Queen Mary series, I might just try to make one really long video that goes over the life of the Queen Mary. I think that would be better than the episode, since I'm going to have limited time now. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Everybody did super chats. Thank you. Everybody did regular comments. Thank you. And I will see you guys in the next official video. Y'all take care. Thank you all so much for tuning in.